pull the five cards. One, two, three, four, five. The sixth card would be it could either be your daily routines or it could either be your health. So you have to watch out for that, Scorpios. All right. So the sixth card is. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Sword is basically telling you that you have to be careful with your air, the quality of air where you are at. So, for example, if you're always indoors, you have to make it a point that you go outside, all right? And if you are always outside, then you have to be careful of secondhand smoke, all right? Because after all, of all the elements, for example, the sword here, the element of the ace, sorry, the sword is of the suit of the air. Okay, so health wise, it says you have to be careful as to the quality of the air that you are inhaling, okay, or exhaling if you yourself are a smoker, so you would have to be very careful with those. All right, so if this is a situation and it appears as the six, so the six is also the daily routines card, also health. So basically, it's telling you that you'll be offered an opportunity to basically do anything, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, the power is in your hands, literally. But at the same time, if you can look at this person doesn't have much clothes on, right? Okay, and in Viking Tarot, in Norse belief, this is Sigurd, the dragon slayer, and I think it was the dragon Fafnir. And when the blood of Fafnir, I think he got a taste of Fafnir's blood and he understood the language of birds and everything. Okay, so basically, you're being told, Scorpios, that you need to be careful with the use of your words, whether those words are written or those words are verbal. Okay, so you have to be very careful with your words, all right? Because you can slay the dragon, whichever dragon it is in your life. Okay. However, the fact is that sometimes a sword cuts both ways. Okay, so before you use your words to hurt someone or to call their attention, you have to be very, very aware of the effects of your words. All right. So as you can see, this is now the six. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is the sixth card, which is it deals with the everyday routine, also health. Now it appears after the Two of Swords card, which is the fifth card. The fifth card in the 12th house astrology system deals with the affairs of the heart. So, for example, if you are in a relationship, whether that relationship is, either romantic or in a business situation or in a work situation, you have to be very careful in using the power of words, Scorpios, okay? So we got one, two, three, four, five, six. We have six cards now. I'm gonna pull the seventh card. So the seventh card in the 12th house astrology system, the 12th card is basically the card of close partnerships. Okay, partnerships or marriage. So this is okay. This is the Knave of Wands. Okay, wait, the Knave of Chalices. Sorry. The Knave of Chalice, basically the Knave of Cups. All right. In the traditional AEW tarot, this Knave of Chalices or the Knave of Cups is the Page of Cups. So here we have how many? One, two. We have the first card, second card, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So the seventh is the Page of Cups, or here in the Viking Tarot, it's called the Knave of Chalices. The Knave of Chalices. In the Norse belief, this is Lord Freyr. Okay, Lord Freyr. So Frey here possesses the invisible sword. Invincible, not invisible, sorry. Invincible sword. All right. However, in the pursuit of something in his life, what happened was he gave up this invincible sword because Skirnir, the dwarf, was the one who secured the love of his life, Gerda, the giant Gerda. So what does it mean in our lives? So basically for Scorpions, that if you want something, you have to be prepared to lose something. Now, this is the seventh card. After all, the Devil card is the first card, okay? And then the second card is the Six of Swords, all right? Comes to money and finances, movable goods and resources, because the first card is yourself. Now, the third card is all about your communications, your environment, okay? Your personal mind. And then the fourth card is all about your house, your home, being generous or becoming generous to something, somebody. Now, the third card, as I've said, can either point to a person in authority, or you yourself becomes a person in authority. Okay, and that you become generous to your home buddies or your family or to the people that you consider your family. Okay. However, it's not easy because one, two, three, four, five. The fifth card is a two of swords. Basically, that when it comes to your heart, the things that make you happy, for example, your love, your romance, certain outer forces or outer factors will sooner or later um, chop chop will come in between you together, because it could either be a work environment or work factor, or it could be an environmental factor, or it could be a communication factor, so whichever that may be. So let's continue. So one, two, three, four, five, six. So we have here the ace of swords, as I've said, in the six, which is basically the close environment. Okay, so the sixth card here is telling us here that, as I've said, that you need to be careful with the words that you're going to use. So if you're in a work situation, or yeah, either in a family situation, so you have to be careful with the power of your words. Next, we have the Knave of Chalices. So the Knave of Chalices, as I've said, in the traditional AEY tarot, this corresponds to the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is somebody who is very idealistic, pursuing your hopes and dreams. However, this is the seventh card. Okay, and the seventh is all about close relationships. Okay, so we have here the seventh card. Now I'm gonna pull the eighth card, which deals with great changes. Most tarot readers don't really refer, or astrologers don't really refer to the eighth house as the house of death, but that is what it's called in the old astrological term. It's the house of death, meaning it's the house of change. Okay, and it also deals with shared finances, properties, things like that. All right, so let's look at Oh, okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles there. Okay. In Norse Viking, this is Himbui the dwarf. And as you can see, he's waiting for his golden pentacles to mature. So when it comes to your money and finances, you have to look at your shared resources. So when it comes to your shared resources, for example, if you're dealing, for example, with a partnership, if you're the industrial partner or a financial partner, do not look at your money and finances going back to you or you earning something, okay, overnight. It's not. It is a process. It requires a season, okay, which means to say that it may take some time before your money and finances comes back to you. All right. So when it comes to the great changes, I like this card on the eighth. Why? Because basically, if you are a person who invest a lot of time, energy, and effort in a certain project, and it's like it's been going on for a very, very long time and no changes at all. In the eighth house or in the eighth position, basically, this means that things are about to change, which means that you don't have to wait any longer. Okay, you don't have to wait any longer because, after all, this system, this spread that I'm using, is called the 12 house astrology system, the 12 house system. Okay, and this is the eighth card. I pulled this eighth card, which corresponds to the eighth house in the 12th house astrology, which deals with death, great change, and also movable goods and resources, but more on when you are with a partner, okay? Also with legacy, so you have to look at those things properly. Now, I would have to pull another card. Let me check my. This is the first card, okay? First card, which is the Devil card. And then the second card is the Six of Swords, as I've said, when it comes to money and finances. Then the third card is the Hierophant card, there, okay, person in authority. And then the fourth card, we have the Six of Pentacles, for example, there, okay, in traditional. But in Norse, of course, the Six of Pentacles means the gifts of the dwarfs of the gods. So basically, the gift of people to our lives. So this is house or home, okay? And you'll be in a house or in a home position, for example. So one, two, three, four, and then five. Okay, so the fifth is all about the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is all about, being separated from the person or the love of your life, or being forced to rethink things, okay, because there are different factors. One, two, three, four, five. So this is the fifth card. Now let's look at the sixth card. As I've said, the sixth card is all about the Ace of Swords, which deals with being careful with the power of words, whether verbal or written, because we might hurt people, and because of that, they might be separated from us. Okay, so one, two, three, four, five, six, and seventh card. Oh, sorry. The seventh card is the Knave of Chalices or the Page of Cups in traditional tarot, and this is Lord Frey. Because I've said earlier, the seventh card or the seventh house in astrology deals with marriage or marriage-like association. Okay, so here with the Knave of Chalices, we are being called to look at our resources. That when it comes to marriage-like partnerships, how much are we willing to give? How much are we willing to compromise? Sometimes if we want something or somebody, then it's like we need to be ready to give the things, to give out the things that really matter to us. Okay. So next one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So the eighth here is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, as I've said, in the 12th house astrology, the eighth house is all about death, great change. Okay, so here we are being reminded that if things have been going on for a very long time already, then you have to um, be aware that you don't have to wait as much or you don't have to wait that much longer because after all the eighth house or the eighth position is all about great changes, which is good for this. Okay, however, if for example if you have invested lots of money, time, energy, resources in a particular project, then it's time for you to reassess your project. Okay, so that's the eighth card. Now let's pull the ninth card. The ninth card is all about how far are you willing to go to reach for your hopes and dreams? But the ninth house is also religion, spirituality, broadcasting, and foreign interests. All right, spirituality too. Okay, here it is. Okay, so we're now getting a whole new picture, and it's like a piece of the puzzle where we are given. So, as I've said earlier, the one here on top, this is Lord Freyr. Okay, this corresponds to this person here, this guy here in one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. The seventh card, this is Lord Frey, like there. Okay, so the one with the pointed cap, all right? Now, here in the ninth, that's Lord Frey also, and he's offering something to Skirnir. So Skirnir, if you get to check your Norse mythology, Skirnir was a dwarf that secured the love of Gerda, the giantess Gerda, for him. But in return, Lord Frey lost his invincible sword. Okay, because Skirnir, the dwarf, wanted his invincible sword, so he traded the invincible sword. Basically, this means that if we want something, okay, and we truly want how far are we willing to go, okay, to secure our hopes and dreams, for example, how much are we willing to give up? So in this case, Skirner is not looking at rather Skirner is looking, discontentedly. He's not happy with what is in front of him. He's actually thinking of Frey's invincible sword. Okay, because that's what he wants. Now remember that this card, the Four of Chalices or the Four of Cups, appeared in the ninth. Okay, so what does it mean? Basically, when it comes to your philosophy, your religion, your spirituality, what makes you dissatisfied? Okay, so for example, if you want something, what is it that you want more in life? And how willing are you to put the work that is necessary for you to secure that kind of goal, that kind of aim in your life? Okay, and of course, consequently, how willing are you to give up the things that really matter in your life just to get your ideal man, your ideal woman, your ideal goal, your ideal dream? Those are the things that you really have to consider. Okay, Scorpios. So one, two, three, four. One moment. I need to 1 second, please. I need to count my cards. So one, two, three, four, five. Okay, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Okay, so this is the ninth card. Okay, this is the ninth card. Nine, Then I have to pull the 10th card. The 10th card deals with your career, your public career, also what they call destiny. All right, so let's pull the 10th card. The 10th card is for Scorpios this month. Oh my god. This is the world card. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the world card basically in AA weight in Universal Tarot, the world card is a card of accomplishment. The world card is a card of things completing, things that are going through completion. So basically, for Scorpios this month, or for the season of Scorpios rather, you would have to be ready because a part of your life, a part of your world is about either to end or to restart. Okay, so if it's ending, then you have to welcome it because it means basically that your world is about to expand. Your world is about to move forward and in ways that you haven't anticipated. Here in this card, in Viking Tarot card, this one, this is Ymir, the progenitor, the ancestor of the giants. And the three of them, Odin, Vili, okay, so they were the ones who killed this giant ancestor in order to create the other worlds of Yggdrasil. So in Norse mythology, there are nine worlds, but basically there are only seven because the first two worlds, the ice world or Niflheim, the other is Muspelheim, the world of fire. These are two primordial worlds, which means that from the very beginning, they already exist. Okay, and so the only created worlds were seven other worlds that came after that. Okay, so here it is. So we have here Ymir the giant. Okay, so here they killed Ymir and they created, I think the mountains from his bones, and then the skull, the heavens from his skull. So what does it mean? It means that from the old life of yours, okay, you will be given an opportunity to create a new life for yourself. You will find yourself being exposed to certain opportunities or certain people who will pave the way for you to be able to literally recreate your life, okay, expand your life. And this is an amazing card for Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio tribe. So I'm going to pull the 11th card. Don't worry, we're nearing the end of the reading for Scorpios this month. Okay, so the 11th card for Scorpios are. Okay, this is the Two of Wands. Okay, two of Wands. So this is basically the giant who stole the Mjolnir, the weapon of Thor. Okay, the Thunderer. So the 11th card is all about friends, groups of people, also your goals and your dreams. Now the Two of Wands here, as depicted by a giant who stole the hammer of Thor. So you have to be careful with people, right? Scorpio tribe. You have to look at people in your life, people or groups of people, and look at where your best ideas are being pirated. Okay, so you have to be aware of sometimes you don't have to tell people what you do, okay, and the things that really matter to you. Because most of the time, if you tell people about a matter or about the things that really matter to you, they will either, and if it happens, for example, that those ideas are money generating ideas, or what they call this, if not money generating ideas, then maybe, for example, these ideas can make a difference in their career. Okay, so they may take certain ideas of yours and they may, it's, I think they call it, there's a particular word for that, plagiarism. Okay, plagiarism. So you have to be very careful because they might plagiarize your ideas. Basically, they might steal your ideas and then they might pretend that they own their ideas, but they're just giving a spin on an old idea. But it's not their ideas. They're just pirates. Okay. So this is one instance where pirates are basically no, they're not. They're not happy people. They're not good people. Okay. So here, the 11th card, when it comes to your hopes and dreams, also when it comes to groups of people, all right. So we have to be watchful for people, groups of people, either individuals or literally groups of people or organizations, for example, that they might steal your best ideas. Okay, literally, this card is, I think if there's an idiomatic expression, I think this deals with stealing one's thunder. Okay, do not allow anyone to steal your thunder. All right, do not allow anyone. That's why you need to hide your lightning bolt. Okay, you need to hide your lightning bolt, meaning you need to hide those spark of ideas, those brilliant insights that you have. Okay, Scorpios, there it is. So we have the Two of Wands right there. Okay, in Viking Tarot, this is the giant who stole the hammer of Thor. So that's the 11th card. Next, the 12th card. Now, the 12th card is the last card. Ah, finally, we're at the end of the reading for Scorpios. Okay, so for Scorpios, the 12th card in the 12th house, in the 12th house system of Scorpio, the 12th house is all about huh, the card or the house of undoing. So when we say undoing, things that will, you know, sabotage your success, for example, or that may sooner or later might end up literally being blindsided, all right, or things that you haven't anticipated as much. So we have to pull this card. This 12th house is also the house of hospitalization, isolation, basically every not so good thing. So this is the 12th card for Scorpios to watch out for this month. Ah, okay. Okay, Scorpios. Okay, Scorpios. Okay, I relate to this. I have been here. Okay. So this is the 8 of sword card there. And I think the picture explains much, right? I don't have to explain it. But anyway, in Norse mythology or in Norse lore, this is Storvark, and this is Bikar, his king. Right, so basically, this is a person he trusted the most. And this is the king, and he ended up being sacrificed. All right, so basically, Scorpios, this is the 12th house. So, what will be your undoing? Okay, so you are being cautioned this month, my Scorpio tribe, okay, that do not give away your power. Do not give away your best ideas. Okay, do not let people, circumstances to dictate you. Because if you let people, circumstances, for example, dictate you, at first it'll be just, very, very small thing. And then as the days go by, as weeks or months or as years go by, heavens forbid, okay, what happens is that little small thing becomes very large, which means to say once you make a habit of giving away your authority, once you make a habit of giving away your sovereignty, your personal freedom, okay, sooner or later you will find yourself in this position. Okay, like literally the hanged man. Okay, a man being hanged. All right. So what does it mean? It means that you have to recognize that there are people or circumstances in your life where if you continuously make a habit of deferring to other people's decision, for example, habitually asking people, is this a good thing for me to wear, or is this a good thing for me to go to, or to take a step in my life, a particular, for example, a lifestyle or a habit would be a good thing for me, and it's like you always need to validate yourself, and you have been making a habit out of this for many many years already. Scorpios, this is not this is not a good card to get, okay? Because this means that sooner or later you'll literally be hanged by the person either you trust the most, or that circumstances will conspire. Okay, now remember, this is not just a person. This can also point to circumstances where you'll find yourself literally powerless. Okay, it's like you are being overwhelmed. So you have to watch out before things get out of hand, before you will be overwhelmed. You need to have the strength. And most of all, you need to have the presence of mind, because look, Scorpios, look. Okay, the first card is the devil card. Look at that. See? And this person here has a blindfold. See that? It's blindfolded. Okay, this person, Hodor, the blind. And the shadow hit is Loki. Okay? So in this particular instance, it was Loki, the god, the Asgardian, who, in Marvel Cinematic Universe, Loki was the one who manipulates the Asgardians, to fight against themselves and to do a lot of things. But in Norse mythology, Loki was a person who was behind it all. That led to the downfall of Yggdrasil. Okay, so here you see we have the first card where somebody is being blindfolded. It literally is blindfolded, not just being blindfolded. And then we end up with the 12th card, which is a person who is literally blindfolded. Okay? So watch out, Scorpios. You have the power to break free. Basically, here, you have the power to break free. It's just that you need to take back your power and you need to take back your sovereignty. Okay? And you don't have to accept the words of others over your words, your own inner wisdom. Rather, you need to connect with your divine self. Okay, after all, if there is a devil, then there is somebody higher than the devil. Okay, all right, Scorpios. So that's it. So this is Dante Breaker, and I think this is my. I won't say comeback. Okay, I think this is the liberation time for me. So the cards can also point to what I am going through right now. Okay, because after all, I have finished. That's why I have the world card here. Where was it? Wait. Let's look at where the world card is. Here. Okay, so the world card at the 10th position. See? There. So this card is very relevant for me. After all, I am a Scorpio myself. And this reading is for Scorpio people, Scorpio tribe. Okay. So happy, what do you call that? Happy zodiac sign celebration. I mean, for every Scorpio in the world. Okay. This is Dawn Daybreaker, and see you at the next reading. After Scorpio would be, I think that would be Sagittarius. Okay. I'll be doing the Sagittarius reading at a different place. Okay. So this is Dawn Daybreaker, and see you again in the next reading.